BTS News Today. That afternoon, London seemed ordinary for people rushing through the city's hustle and bustle, but not for the thousands of eyes waiting for something believed to be part of a new chapter in global entertainment history. The rumors, which first spread quietly in fan forums and short conversations on social media, had now grown into a global topic dominating trends in various countries. The names Jungkook and Jimin shone once again, not because of an official release from their agency, nor because of a published world tour schedule, but because of a vague clue that made the entire army suddenly hold their breath. A secret stage in London, with those two names believed to be at its center. The issue began 2 days ago when some fans at Heathrow Airport claimed to have seen a figure with features too distinct to be denied. Jungkook, walking quickly with part of his face covered by a mask, was seen escorted through a special lane without a single official photographer allowed to capture the moment. Only a few blurry fan phone recordings circulated, but the very blurriness of the video fueled even more curiosity. "That's him. I'm 100% sure. That's Jungkook," wrote a fan on X, attaching a 14-second clip that reached millions of views within minutes. IT didn't stop there. Hours after Jungkook's news spread, a cryptic post appeared on Park Jimin's personal Instagram. A black and white photo of a street with dim city lights, captioned simply, "See you where the music never dies." Just 7 words, but enough to set the entire world guessing. The phrase "music never dies" was immediately linked to 2 legendary London locations at the heart of music history. The Royal Albert Hall, a grand venue that has hosted countless historic concerts, and Abbey Road, the iconic street immortalized by the Beatles. Those 2 names quickly became the field of speculation. Some were convinced Jungkook and Jimin would host a secret stage at Royal Albert Hall, a venue often used for magnificent, prestigious concerts. Imagine if 2 global stars performed there without heavy promotion, only through exclusive invitations. The atmosphere would be like a small explosion with an impact felt worldwide. On the other hand, many believed the signs pointed to Abbey Road, not only because of Jimin's black and white post reminiscent of a legendary album cover, but also because in recent days several foreign production crews had been spotted around Abbey Road studio, closing off part of the street and setting up suspicious equipment. London suddenly became an ocean of mystery. Fans, who had grown used to decoding BTS's clues, felt this couldn't be a coincidence, especially with the bond between Jimin and Jungkook, always wrapped in surprise whenever they appeared together. Their quiet arrival in a city so steeped in musical meaning was taken as a sign that a major project was in the making, perhaps a secret concert that would be told through generations of army history. That afternoon, in a small cafe near Royal Albert Hall, the air felt different. Fans sat in groups, staring at their phones, hunting for any scrap of new information. Some noticed that the Royal Albert Hall schedule suddenly listed closed private event for 2 consecutive nights. Others discovered Abbey Road would be temporarily closed on certain nights for filming and recording. 2 signs that further strengthened theories that one of them would indeed be the site of Jungkook's secret stage. The big question arose: why the secrecy? Why not announce it openly like any other concert? That's precisely the power. Jungkook and Jimin are known for surprises that are nearly impossible to predict. They seem to enjoy letting fans guess, speculate, and linger in sweet suspense. A secret stage wouldn't only create deeper intimacy between them and the select audience, but it would also become an exclusive moment whose emotional value goes far beyond a concert ticket. It's undeniable that modern entertainment often craves something authentic and different. A secret concert in such legendary locations as Royal Albert Hall or Abbey Road would be revolutionary, not just for BTS, but for the way the global music industry views live performance. A show not sold through flashy promotion, but through silence, cryptic hints, and unstoppable curiosity. Precisely because it isn't officially announced, its appeal multiplies. Meanwhile, local London media began picking up the scent of this mystery. Several journalists were seen patrolling around Abbey Road, trying to glimpse what was really being prepared. One circulating photo showed a large production truck with its logo covered, though on its back a partial label read K&J Project. As soon as the photo hit the internet, speculation became unstoppable. K&J clearly means Kooky and Jimin, commented one fan account. The situation grew hotter when a crew member briefly interviewed by a foreign outlet said they were preparing something that would make history. Though no names were mentioned, fans immediately linked it to Jungkook and Jimin's rumored arrival. Within hours, platforms filled with long analyses, theory videos, and live streams from fans camping around the sites. London was no longer filled with ordinary tourists, but also hundreds of army from around the world, flying in with no certainty, just to witness something they believed in. Night fell, and the rumors went wild. Some swore they saw Jimin leaving a luxury hotel in Kensington. Others claimed to spot Jungkook's shadow inside a black car speeding toward Royal Albert Hall, but no clear proof emerged. Everything was fragments, blurry, mysterious. Yet that was the beauty of it. A riddle that could only be answered if the secret stage truly happened at a Brazilian army waiting outside Abbey Road said with sparkling eyes. "I don't care if this is just a rumor. I feel something will happen here. The energy is different. They're here, I can feel it." Her words quickly went viral, seen as capturing the feelings of millions of other fans that if the secret stage were real, history would indeed be made. London would bear witness, and the names Royal Albert Hall or Abbey Road would once again resound, not only for the Beatles or other legends, but for two young men from Korea who changed the face of world music. So far, there has been no official confirmation from HYB or local management. But that silence only strengthens the public's belief that something is being prepared carefully. London seems to be holding its breath, while millions of army around the world stare at their screens, waiting patiently, with love, with hope, that soon this secret will be revealed as one of the most beautiful stories in BTS's long journey. Perhaps only time will tell whether it will indeed be the majestic Royal Albert Hall that becomes the intimate stage for Jungkook and Jimin, or the legendary Abbey Road that becomes the path they immortalize with new music. But one thing is certain. Tonight, London has already transformed into a world stage filled with mystery, love, and hope. At Royal Albert Hall, the legendary Victorian building stood tall, timeless in its grandeur. Several black vehicles had been seen entering and exiting since afternoon. Its large windows were tightly shut, yet through small gaps flickers of stage lights could be seen, shifting colors now and then. No posters, no official promotion, just a brief note on the venue's official website, "Private event, no public access." Those words became the alarm that convinced Army something big was coming. Meanwhile, just a few kilometers away at Abbey Road, humble yet eternal, the scene was no less lively. The small street was now packed with cameras, tripods, and fans willing to sit on sidewalks late into the night. They believed that behind those historic studio doors, Jungkook and Jimin might be rehearsing or even recording something that would be remembered forever. Some eyewitnesses swore they saw two figures resembling them slip in through the side entrance, tightly guarded by foreign bodyguards. "I saw those eyes. There's no mistaking them. That was Jungkook," said a French fan, voice trembling in an interview with local media. Speculation became unstoppable. Was this a secret concert? Were they about to release a new track with a British classic feel? Or was this part of a long-hidden documentary project? Every theory was shared, debated, and discussed passionately in fan forums.